Scott with Android Guys. I'm here with Luke.
Hey, everybody.
Luke, how are you today?
I'm all right. How are you?
I'm doing better than all right.
Yeah?
Yeah. I'll see you're all right and I'll raise you.
Ooh.
So,
that's a good then, right?
well,
okay. All right.
Take it easy.
Okay.
Do you have an app, game, product?
I have a product.
All right. Tell me about this product. What you
I
got?
am talking about this thing right here on my wrist, the Amazfit 3. Amazfit GTR 3.
Okay.
The company is Amazfit. This is a watch. It is a smartwatch.
Mm-hmm.
Its focus is health and wellness. So this is a exercise tracker. It has it'll track your steps. It'll track your heart rate. It'll track your blood oxygen.
Mm-hmm.
It'll track your stress. It will also track your sleep. It will give you a focus. So it has this their own sort of fitness kind of style, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
It is their, how do they call it? Their PAI. P-A-I.
Okay.
And it tracks kind of your amount of fitness and your amount of exercise. It's also a watch though. So it will tell the time. It'll tell the date. It will smart. So it syncs with your phone, and then it'll give you, based on location, it'll give you weather. It will tell you when you're getting phone calls. It'll tell you other information like that. You can use it to find your phone. If you want to, if your phone's sitting somewhere, you can hit a button on the watch and it'll have a noise on your phone.
Okay.
So typical smart features, you can control your music from it.
Mm-hmm.
Now I haven't seen where it actually has sound where you would play music just from the watch.
Okay.
I've seen it's interesting. You can control the music and you can change the volume on the music, but it just controls the volume on the phone.
Okay.
But overall, it's very well built. The one that I have, the color is it's like a dark.
It's a slate or charcoal, or
yeah,
what
it's
is
like a charcoal or gunmetal-ish kind of look.
Mm-hmm.
And it has a rubber band or silicone kind of band that's has some texture to it, some design.
Looks easy to clean.
Very easy to clean, very easy to wipe off. It's waterproof up to 5 meters, I want to say. It's not a diving watch. They're very explicit about it's not a diving watch, but you can use it in the pool. You can wear it in the shower, or, whatever. You can wash dishes with it. It's not going to be a problem. That was one of the main things I was looking for in the watch because of, part of what I do is working at a bar, running a bar. So I need to be able to wash some dishes, or if it gets wet, not be a big deal. And it's fine for that. I was actually pleasantly surprised by this watch. It's
got the screen from here. It's very vivid,
very bright screen, very high color screen. You can change the brightness on it also, and there's a bunch of different watch faces. But it's very easy to see. I actually had to turn down the brightness. Went and saw a documentary in the last week, and it's one of those that it'll turn on when you move your wrist. And I found myself when, sitting in the movie, I would move my arm and then there would just be this, like glow around my wrist.
In a theater. Yeah.
So I had to turn the brightness down real quick. But it's a cool watch. I never really heard of Amazfit before. I think we've reviewed their stuff before.
Yeah. A couple of the guys here have checked out some of their other products.
Yeah. but it was new to me, and this is solid design. They're they have their own kind of OS, so it's not Wear OS, which I thought was a little strange. When I first got the watch out, it had some on the screen. There was some static like screen information, like the refresh rate and the resolution.
Yeah,
and there was an update to the watch, and I just downloaded the update through the app, and then that was clear. So I was a little worried about that maybe we just got a early build or something, but update fixed all of that, and it's cool. It's a very cool watch.
So the PAI,
The PAI,
you mentioned, it's the Personal Activity Intelligence.
yes.
So it's their score, and they base it off of like the last 7 days, and your goal is to keep it at 100.
Right.
Do you find it changing like throughout your day?
Yeah. So based on what I do, if I'm, certain days are more active. If I'm, for instance, working at the bar, I'm getting a lot of steps in because I'm on my feet all the time. So my PAI will be higher if I use the Peloton or something like that. I haven't tracked it with sleep yet.
Okay.
I haven't tried that. I will, but I'm not usually. I don't really like to wear like any kind of watch or device when I sleep.
I'm more of an activity band. If I'm gonna wear anything, I'll wear that.
Yeah.
But I'm taking things off my wrist at night.
Yeah.
Even if the battery is fine to last me through into the next day, I just don't like the wrist.
Same.
Confine.
Now I will say this about the watch. I'm actually blown away by it. It has a very fast charge, and it has a 12-day battery.
Is it pretty accurate?
Yes. I'm one of those people that I just put it on the charge when I take it off, and I take it off at night. Generally from 100%, if I use it, put it on in the morning, let's say 8, 9 in the morning until almost 1 or 2 a.m., it's at 90%.
Wow.
And it's, I have my brightness all the way up.
Yeah.
And I have it constantly connected, and it giving me notifications from my phone. And it's still at 90%. And I've had other watches that, I'm lucky to get through a day with them.
Sure.
Now,
if you're gone for the weekend and you don't take your charger, you're fine taking it off and putting it on, in a bag, or tuck it in your shoe if you're camping, and throw it back on the next day.
Yeah. Now, I will say that it doesn't have as much phone features. It's more of a health and wellness device, definitely. So I don't think it's actually, using as much battery to do any sort of cellular activity or, so that helps with the battery, but still a 12-day battery is very impressive. And it's not the watch face is a little bigger than the other one I have, but it's not bulky by any means. It's very small, and it's very well made. Like it's a solid design, and it's a really, really cool device.
Yeah. Now, does it come in other colors?
It does. So there is this kind of steel or gunmetal or darker color, and then there is like a brushed aluminum kind of look. So a lighter gray or silver color. The watch retails for $229.99.
Not bad at all.
Not bad for a smartwatch, especially one that has such amount of health tracking on it. And that's available through Amazfit. And looks like they partnered with Amazon.
Okay.
This is full Alexa capable too. So if that is the ecosystem that you live in, this is going to be perfect for you. I don't have a lot of Alexa stuff, so I don't really I can't speak to the how it works with that.
Yeah.
But from the rest of the phone, I imagine that it's great.
Okay. That's awesome, man. So what we tend to do is score a number of things for products, just like we do for apps.
Yep.
Do you have some numbers you want to share?
I do. I have the 1 through 5s.
All right. Let's start at the top. Anything that applies.
Yep.
So we'll go with build quality.
Build quality, I gave it a 4.
Okay.
This is, I mean, it's a solid device. It is sturdy. It doesn't feel cheap. There's 2 buttons on it for different that do different things. One is for choosing like what workout you're doing, and the other is your normal crown for going through and picking settings and weather and different things like that. They're solid. They move well. They actually are they feel loose. They feel like they're moving very quick, but it's just because they're responsive. And the band is solid. The charging, it's got a good magnet stick to it, so you just get it close and it snaps right on, and it's easy to pull off. So yeah, definitely a 4 for the build quality.
All right. Features and functions.
Features and functions, I gave it a 3. It doesn't have the full breadth of functions that like a normal watch would a smartwatch would have. You'll get notifications for like phone calls and things, but you're not going to be doing texting from your watch. You're not going to there's no, games or anything like that. So it's not like a full smart device, but the functions and the features it has for health and wellness are very robust. So I gave it a 3, and that's a little bit better than average. I think if it had more watch features, traditional smartwatch features where it interacted and kind of was more of a mirror of your phone, it would be a little bit higher. But it's still great for what it is.
Okay. Next up, we've got
setup.
Yeah.
Setup is a 4. It was very easy to set up. Pairing to my phone was very easy. You just download their app, and it just says add a device. You pick the device you have. It searches for it, pairs automatically. The app offers the ability to do updates. It offers the ability to browse a selection of faces and download faces. But it was very, very easy to set up.
Okay.
Performance is the next. So that would be a 3.5. This thing is solid. It'll do everything. And I've had one hiccup so far, and I think that was just a software glitch. I got a phone call, and I got a notification that it was a phone call, but it was a spam call, and so my phone blocked it. But my watch kept buzzing and vibrating, even though the phone call was gone.
Sure.
So I just had to do a restart on the watch, and it was back to fine. The price.
Speaking of which. Price. I'm looking at their website now, and this is the GTR 3.
The GTR 3.
Yes, I'm seeing it at $179.99.
Looks like it's on sale.
Might be.
I was just looking this morning. It was $229.
Okay.
So, if you're in the mood, you're
still looking right around 200 either way.
If you're looking for a smart device with a focus on health, this is definitely a quality device.
Okay. So what would you give that in terms of price?
I give it a 3.5. Okay. I mean, I think 179 is definitely probably leaning more towards a 4.
Yeah.
For price wise, 229 I think is a fair price for the build quality and what you get. I'd be hard pressed to find something that does more for that same amount.
Mm-hmm.
But you are $229 seems like a little bit of a premium for a relatively unknown company.
Okay. For warranty on their website, I'm looking. It's got a 12-month warranty.
Yep.
And we usually go with 4 for that.
Yep.
Would you?
Yeah. It's a
and 30-day return policy.
30-day return. Yep. It's
okay.
It's good. Battery and charging, I gave it a 4.5. I'm very impressed by this battery.
Yeah.
It's it's just gonna last.
Yeah.
I've been using it solid, I think, for a good 3 weeks now, almost. And I have yet to see it dip below 90% on battery.
That's insane.
Yeah. So it's gonna last for you, especially if you're a person that is on the go a lot. This is gonna give you that peace of mind that you will always have your watch.
Yeah. And then last one, audio.
I gave this a 2.5.
Okay.
Just average, because I haven't really found any audio on it.
Okay. But it has controls for.
It does have controls for audio. But I haven't heard anything from the watch. I do tend to keep my phone on silent. It might just be, mirroring my phone. But I haven't been able to pull up any sort of like music or play it from the watch, or pull up any, when you pull up something like an alarm, it just goes off of the alarms that are already set on your device.
Such as buzzing.
Yeah. So it has some like haptic buzz. But I haven't heard any audio, but it does give you audio control over your device, which is cool.
According to the website, under speaker, it says not applicable.
So that makes sense.
It gives you control over audio from your phone, but nothing back to.
Right.
Okay.
But yeah, so that's the Amazfit GTR 3.
All right. That averages out
to
a 3.63.
It's pretty good.
That's pretty good.
Yeah.
And potentially higher with the right price too.
Right price. It's going to get you. It's cool. It's very cool. And if you are one of those people that really likes tracking your workouts, tracking your activity, this is going to give you a good scope of things to track.
Nice.
And a relatively unobtrusive way to do it.
Yeah, it's cool looking. It's quality.
Yep.
And it's one of those, and I found this with a couple of the other guys who have reviewed the brand on our site. They come away surprised by the quality of something you've never heard of.
Right.
Like, wow, I want to keep my eye on this guy. This is a good brand. So
yeah.
Looks like another one.
Yep. The Amazfit GTR 3.
All right. Thank you, Luke.
No problem.